Hello, I have just returned from London and I am making today's video. Of course that's what I'm doing. Why am I saying that? I don't know. I'm in one of those moods. I'm tired still, I think. Stop speaking rubbish and just speak video. Phones. And why autistic people generally have struggles with answering phones. Apologies, I may not be that coherent in this video, but let's just hope for the best. The reason I'm making this video is because of an incident that happened last week. Prior to the year 2017, before last year, I was always really nervous about answering phones. I wouldn't. I just refused to, from strangers. And any time I needed to ring a company or something, I'd get my mum to do it. I just generally avoided talking on the phone to strangers. With people I knew, I was alright with, but again, it depends on the level of how I knew them. Back when I was at work, there was an office phone that rang, and I just point blank refused to answer it, and that's how I got around that one. I sat on the opposite side of the room, so I never normally had to, and then one time it rang and I was the only one in there. I just left it ringing. Oops. I didn't hear it properly. Yeah. Quite simply, and I'm sure most of you will agree, the thought of a phone ringing and you don't know who it is, because often it's just a number, you don't know what that person is, who that person is. It's just that whole entire stranger interaction on the fact of you don't know who you're talking to, therefore you don't know what to expect, you don't know what the outcome of it's going to be, whether it's going to be positive or negative or scary or going to make you scream. There's also the conversational aspects of it, the fact that like I need this to have proper conversations with people, to be able to fully understand what they're saying. Well, I say fully understand, to make my best attempt at understanding them, I need to try and recognise these facial expressions. But of course, on the phone, you don't get that, you can just hear. So you've got to rely on full audio cues to try and interpret what emotion that person's trying to give you. My life now, I have to be on the phone quite a lot, and my confidence grew massively. That was due to like starting working with stuff with NAS, where I had to speak on the phone to people, and then now because I'm more self-employed in a more well-rounded way, I have people calling me from all over the place. And I built up my confidence to just go, confident Connor, head on, cool, answer the phone, hello. I'm still a bit rubbish with introducing myself and stuff like that, but I'm getting better. Because I'm self-employed and I get calls from random people, I have to answer these numbers, because of course they might be going, yo, Connor, do you want to do this and we'll give you loads of money? To which, of course, the answer is normally, yes. And last Thursday, I believe it was last Thursday, I was sitting on my bed, tapping away at worky stuff, you know, designing something which you shall see on Friday. Ooh. And my phone started to ring and the number began with 02. And for anyone in England, you might know that numbers beginning with 02 are landlines in London. And of course, luckily with iPhones, it actually tells you the location. It will go London, UK. So I was like, oh, okay, I work with many people in London. I'll just answer it. Answer phone. Hi, this is HMRC. To which I'm like, right. HMRC, for those of you that don't know, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, they're the ones that deal with all our money, all our tax and stuff in the UK. And he said, is that Connor Ward? So I'm like, yeah. He then goes on to say, you are the prime suspect in a tax fraud scandal that we are currently investigating, and it also looks like you have not paid some tax yourself. Autistic brain, literal thinking, panics when gets confronted. I thought I was actually being accused from HMRC that I was money laundering and stuff. I started to panic, and I started to say, like, what? And the first thing I said was, where's my written confirmation? Because HMRC normally send you a letter and they say, oh, ring us up, or they'll send you 27 letters and then ring up. This isn't from experience, by the way, this is just from asking around afterwards. In that moment in panic, my logical side of my brain just wasn't thinking, because obviously paid all taxes, I haven't done fraud. Still, I had this person accusing me, and of course accusing, that's just uncomfortable, and it's like, oh, legal action, what if, you know, I might get investigated for something even though I'm innocent, where's my written confirmation? And because I said it at such speed, the person, he wasn't of English origin, let's just put it that way. I just thought HMRC just, you know, were diverse in how they employed, which is, you know, a fair assumption to make. And he said, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm panicking more. I'm saying, I need to get my mum, and I started to get all like gittery and stuff. And he just kept repeating, well, you were the prime suspect. And it was scaring me to death, because it was like, oh my god. And then I just said, I'm 20 years old, how could I be? How could I have committed a tax fraud? And after that, they hung up. But in that moment, because I was still so panicked, I thought that the phone just got cut off. I didn't suspect, oh, they'd actually hung up. So I was panicking, and I was panicking for ages. My mum wasn't in. Luckily, my sister was. So I went downstairs to my sister in a bit of a state, understandably. And she just Googled the number and found out that a lot of people had HMRC on the phone to them saying that they owe them money and asking them to enter in debit card details. So that's obviously where they were going for me. It was just some scammers. Some people trying to get money. Those those are the kind of things which put me off answering the phone. That caused me such distress. Normally, like, I don't fall for scammers because it's like, have you had an accident that wasn't your fault? Get lost. Because it was HMRC, and because HMRC is like such a serious organisation, I was like, oh my god, these people are posing as HMRC, and don't worry, like, reported. But I don't get how morally these people can do this, just trying to scam vulnerable people. Be careful of these things. I'm going to put their number on the screen now, just in case you see this number ringing you, because avoid it. It's things like that that traumatise me from answering the phone. I think I'm alright now because I've had to do some work calls since. It's no wonder why answering the phone can be so scary, because you don't know what's going to be on the other end. And if you're faced by something like that, I take things literally. A lot of people on the autistic spectrum do, especially in moments of panic. All this rational thinking stuff doesn't happen, you just take in what people are telling you. I don't know how all you are with answering your phones and ringing people. Let me know in the comments. Just describe about your experiences with your phone. Have you actually had any scammers try to scam you, and are you uncomfortable answering the phone? Are you uncomfortable ringing the phone? I think overall I prefer talking to people on FaceTime that I know, because then you've got the most conversation going on, it's a lot easier. I think I prefer to just see people face to face, because then you know exactly what's happening. Well, exactly what's up. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know your full thoughts and feelings. Be excited for Friday, because I've got a couple of announcements in one video. I'm spoiling you. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.